On March 6th, a Saturday, a group of folks from United Methodist Church of Green Trails went to Epworth Children and Family Services. Epworth Children and Family Services is an organization located in Webster Groves, Missouri, in the St. Louis metropolitan area, and it provides services for teens who have lived troubled lives. Some of these teens are orphans, some of the teens have just gotten themselves into trouble. And Epworth provides services from teens who have to live in a lockdown facility because they engage in some sort of self-harm, all the way through kids who are ready to sort of be mainstreamed in education, ready to be united with foster families or even united with their family. And I have with me Karen Mariani, and Karen was one of the folks who went down to Epworth. Tell the folks what you did at Epworth.
Well, thanks, Nate. We went down in several cars. We caravanned down to Epworth, which is in Webster Groves. We took in all the bags of clothing and we set them up in tables around a big room, organized them by men and women, and then by jeans and sizes, shorts, to whatever it was. And then we got ready for the kids to come in, and they ended up shopping. They came in one at a time based on where they live, and they went around the room and they decided what they needed.
And Karen, when you were down at Epworth, what did you experience down there? How did you experience the kids that came in? What happened?
When the kids first started coming in, their heads were down, and we were kind of inside the circle of tables, and the kids went around outside, and they were looking. And then they relaxed a little bit, and then it became more like family. And then you heard them holding up things that obviously weren't the right size or the right color. And so what I found is that these kids really don't have a whole lot. And so when they'd walk in, there was one kid in particular, he shuffled in, he had a cap over his head, I couldn't see his eyes, he had bangs, he had acne, and he was just kind of walking in with an attitude, not a real happy one. But we found him again when he was leaving, and it was a different kid. He had a tux over his shoulder, his hat was back, he had an attitude, he smiled, he was swaggering because he was ready to go to the prom. And it was so cool because somebody donated this, and this is exactly what he needed. And there were other kids that they found something that they needed that would make them fit in to the Webster Groves School, and it gave them an armor that they could go in and feel really good about themselves. And so that transformed me, that something as little and as simple as clothing could make such a big difference to somebody.
Well, Karen, thanks for sharing that. Tell me a little bit about what you took away from the whole experience.
What I took away, to be quite honest, the question was, why did it take me so long to volunteer something that was so easy to do, that could make such a difference in someone's life? And I had been resisting. And to go down with my husband and find out that we could make an impact, and that there was such a need for volunteers and for people to do things just to interact with kids, it's something easy because I enjoy kids, and why not? And I guess that's what I took away, that I could make such a difference here locally.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I really think what you hear in Karen's testimony about Epworth is the story of mission and service generally. When you start to engage in a little bit of mission and service, you find that you can't help yourself but to keep going back for more. You start to grow from a one-time experience into recurring roles, and I really hope that your experience will be the experience of lots of people in this congregation, that they go have a one-time experience at a place like Epworth and then grow to finding a way to recurringly volunteer and to serve in the community. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for testifying to it for the folks here at Green Trails.
You're welcome, because it just sucks you in, like you said, and I'm feeling it in my heart. And so it was something that I needed, but I didn't know I needed it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.